star the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos, and welcome to Hungry Hippo. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a dish that we affectionately refer to as chicken knot pot pie. It was named so by my youngest son. So most of us, when we think of chicken pot pies, we think of the mini pies that have the chicken and the gravy and the vegetables inside, and it's got the pie top with the little slits. Most of us. When I first moved to Eastern PA about 15 years ago, I discovered they had a different version of chicken pot pie. The chicken pot pie I was served out on Eastern PA, which is where like the PA Dutch folks live, is more like what my Southern family would have referred to as chicken and dumplings. And so I realized that depending on where you live in the country is what your chicken pot pie is going to be, whether it's an actual pie or chicken and dumplings, which is their chicken pot pie. So my son had asked me a couple years ago if I thought I could come up with a recipe in the crock pot to make the chicken pot pie he's so familiar with that his grandmother makes out in Eastern PA. And we came up with this, but because it's made in the crock pot, and I still to this day will argue up and down that that dish is chicken and dumpling. It is not pot pie, because a pot pie is a pie. He came up with the chicken knot pot pie. So when mommy makes this in the crock pot, it's chicken knot pot pie. But you guys, it's super delicious. It's super easy to make. It's really easy on the budget. Also, you can easily double what I'm showing you, triple it, quadruple it, and feed an army. It doesn't take a lot of ingredients. It doesn't take a lot of effort or time. It does take the 2 steps back-to-back days, like most of my recipes do. There's the first day where you prep most of it, let it sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning, you'll put it on the slow cooker, 6 to 8 hours, and then you'll do the remaining steps and get it ready to serve to your family. So I will show you the first steps for preparation just to get it ready to go in the crock pot. You can do it the night before the way I do, let it sit in the fridge, or you can do it the morning of. And then I will be back tomorrow night after mine is cooked for 6 to 8 hours on slow or low and show you the final steps. But first, let's look at everything you're gonna need. You're going to need 1 to 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. Mine is already in the crock pot, pre-weighed. I usually use about 1.5 pounds if it's just Keith and I, but I will absolutely double this and sometimes triple it if I have the boys here. And we will also have to have chicken broth. I make my own with the base, but you can use the pre-made chicken broth in the can or the cartons. You can make your own with the base. Then you'll need onion and garlic. Now with the onion, for those of you that have been watching Hungry Hippo for a while, you know I use this because Keith doesn't like onion. But if you do like fresh onion, you can use a medium-sized onion, a white one, finely chopped, or half of a big one. But I just use this because he doesn't mind the flavor of the onion, he just doesn't like onions. And then the garlic, and you'll need cream of chicken, just whatever can you can find. This one's like 10.5 ounces. It's really not an exact science. You don't need iced coffee, but it helps. Salt and pepper. And you can see right there I have my water ready because I know that you're going to need 1.5 cups of the chicken broth. I should have said that when I told you you need chicken broth. You'll need 1.5 cups of it. So my water's there, and then I will add however much base it needs. And that's what we're going to put in here tonight. Now tomorrow, after it's all cooked, we'll come back, we'll shred the chicken, and we'll add a couple other things. So you're going to need about 1 pound of mixed vegetables. This was a 2-pound bag, and I have half of it left that I'm going to use for this recipe tomorrow. It's just green beans, corn, and carrots. I think there's some peas in there. We have some extra leftover frozen vegetables I might add. So when I say about 1 pound of vegetables, if you guys really like vegetables, you can add more. You can add more meat. You can really play with this recipe. You can make it have a lot more chicken or more veggies. Sometimes I'll buy 1 small bag of the mixed peas and corn, or peas and carrots, and 1 small bag of corn and just use those. Sometimes I use the mixed. I've thrown broccoli and cauliflower in here because I had it in the freezer. So whatever kind of vegetables you guys like, about a pound more if you really like veggies. If you want that classic actual pie, you know, the chicken pot pie in the crust, if you want that classic taste, you're going to lean more towards just peas and carrots. But we like all veggies around here, so we'll toss any of them in. And these are going to be your dumplings for the chicken not pot pie. We use the bow ties, and depending on where you buy them and what brand you buy, they're not always labeled as bow ties. Sometimes they're called, I'm going to butcher this, it's farfalle or farfalle. It's F-A-R-F-A-L-L-E. If I have any Italian viewers who know how to pronounce that correctly, you can let me know in the comments. I've always called it farfalle, but I'm probably saying it wrong. But I think Walmart is the only one that actually says bow ties on the box. And the rest you're going to have to look for the farfalle on the box. But you need about 12 ounces. You can use up to a pound if you like extra noodles. So you guys can see this is a super easy recipe. It's really cheap to make. You don't need a lot. Doesn't take a lot of effort and time, and you can play with it. You can absolutely add and take away according to your family's taste, and if you guys like less veggies or more noodles or whatever. I've even one time when I was experimenting with this left the noodles out and served what was in the crock pot, which will essentially tomorrow just be chicken and gravy with these veggies. Served it over biscuits, warm biscuits out of the oven. Or you can make traditional southern dumplings and serve it over that. So there's a lot that you can do with this to play around and make it different every time that you make it. I did experiment for a while before I came up with pretty much what we like, but then I can't say that because every time I make it, it's different. So it's kind of like, what do we feel like? Noodles or biscuits, or do we feel like peas and carrots or green beans? So what you want to do is get your chicken in the crock pot on the bottom. It can be frozen, that is okay. Even if you're making it the morning of and you're going to put it right in the slow cooker, it can go in frozen, that is fine. And you want to put in about a teaspoon of garlic. We like a lot of garlic though, so you might want to alter that to your taste. The minced onion, I'm going to eyeball it. I usually add about a tablespoon to equal like a medium onion. And salt and pepper to taste. Again, I just add more at the end if I didn't add enough. Trick with the pepper, guys. Cool, right? And then I'm actually going to add the cream of chicken first, so I can use some of that water to get it out of the can. This stuff is so thick. It doesn't have to be mixed up. So, you know, you can take your cream of chicken if you would like and warm up your water or your chicken base and mix it all together so it's nice and thin and smooth. You don't have to though. That's like an extra step you don't really need to be taking, because when it cooks all day on that slow cooker, everything's going to be cooking nice and uniformly mixed together. So I don't really, I used to get the chicken broth pre-made and get it warm and mix it in, but I have discovered this is just as good. And I'm all about being as fast and easy in the kitchen as I can be, because we are all busy, busy people who lead busy, busy lives. And when we can save time in the kitchen, that is a super duper, super duper helpful. That's not English. When you can save time in the kitchen, it's helpful. That's what I was trying to say. It's time you can be spending with your family or on your business, at the thrift store. I love crock pot recipes because they literally cook all day while you do whatever, and they're ready when you are. So, yeah, I just put the half a cup of water in there just to get that out. And then I'll just dump this one in. And this particular base is 2 teaspoons of base per 1 cup of broth. So we have a cup and a half, so I will need 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. ready. These things will be added tomorrow night, so I'll go ahead and put these back in the freezer until then. I will go get my glass lid, stick it on this, stick it in the fridge, and first thing in the morning it'll go on, it'll cook all day on low, and I will be back to show you the next steps. Hey guys, so it is the next night. My chicken and the chicken broth and cream of chicken have been in here for about 7 hours on low, and I've taken the chicken out and shredded it with 2 forks. You can do this part right in the crock pot if you like. I like to put mine on a plate and take it out, creating extra work and an extra step for myself, but you'll put the chicken back into the soup mix, and then you're going to add your vegetables. This is about 1 pound of the mixed vegetables, and that would be enough. That would be the minimum that you would use for this recipe, but I'm going to add these extra leftovers we had. Make it a little bit more vegetable-y. You can add as much of any of these ingredients as you'd like, or as little, and play with the recipe. Once you get all this mixed together, you're going to put the lid back on and keep it on low heat while you prepare the noodles. If you are using biscuits or dumplings, this would be the last step with the crock pot. You would just put the lid back on and let it cook for like another 20 minutes on low heat, because you want this to thicken up like a gravy, and then you would serve it over the biscuits. But since we're doing the bow tie noodles, they're going to be added to the crock pot as well. So I'm going to let this cook on low heat while my noodles finish, and then I'll be back to show you the last step. So my bow tie noodles have finished cooking, and I've drained the water off of them. So I'll just dump them right on in with everything else. Give them a good stir. And then we'll let this all cook on low heat for another 20 minutes. That gives the soup mixture time to become more of a gravy. The gluten from the noodles will help everything thicken up. And then additionally, because we used frozen vegetables, we want to make sure that they get warmed up thoroughly and nobody gets a cold or a frozen vegetable in their serving. And then it will be ready to serve. You can omit the noodles, like I said, and serve it over biscuits. I would just cook the vegetables and chicken for an extra 20 minutes for the same reasons, just to let it get thick and the vegetables to get warm. As you guys can see, it makes a nice mix of chicken and vegetables and noodles. So in 20 minutes it'll be ready to eat. We just serve it into a bowl, add salt and pepper to taste. You can have bread or salad on the side, but you basically have your whole meal here. You have your protein, your starch, and your vegetables. So you don't really need anything else in addition to it. That is like the beauty of one pot wonders, guys. And that is how you make chicken not pot pie. Let me know if you try this recipe out and how your family likes it and how you like it. If you come up with any interesting variations or way to change it, let me know. I always love to experiment with my cooking and try out new recipes, as well as try out variations on older favorites. Do me a favor before you leave and smash that like button, guys. It always helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. Until next time, you guys, have a good night.